All right. Thank you so much for your interest in the Athletic Ascent program. My name is Corbin Lubert. Let's jump right into it. So these are some of the athletes that I worked with early in my career. I've got national champions, I've got Olympians, I've got current athletes in the NBA and playing at the collegiate level. So this is how I started my career, was helping maximize these athletes' potentials and keep them healthy along the way. And now I've transitioned to helping people like you reach their goals and achieve the athleticism that they had earlier in life. So this is for you if you're in your 30s and 40s and you want to feel powerful, athletic, and energized again, but you want to do it with a smarter, more sustainable approach. If you're used to going to the gym and kind of wandering around looking for equipment, wondering what to do and never having a plan and never feeling like you're making any progress, or you've got a lot of nagging aches and pains that keep you from doing the things that you want to do, either in the gym or if that means signing up for that rec basketball league or volleyball league or whatever it may be, if you're looking to train smarter, train harder, and get back to your athletic prime, then this program's for you. Or if you've tried other workout systems or you've tried counting macros or calories or done bad diets like 75 hard and nothing seems to stick, maybe you make a little progress and then go right back, or it's just not as sustainable as you thought it would be because we're trying to fit a square peg in a round hole, that square peg being the program and the round hole being your life with all of the things that might get in the way. My goal, my job as your coach is to give you a program that easily fits within your lifestyle and ease you into reaching that athletic prime. And that's where giving you a plan that fits your real life, your career, your kids, your schedule, whatever it may be. This isn't some fantasy. We can do this. And I've done it with plenty of other people just like you. And I know that because I've done it too. You're not alone. So that picture on the left, I graduated from my undergraduate, Aurora University in 2014, where I was a collegiate athlete, lacrosse player for 4 years, 4-year captain, 4-year starter, and got right into grad school and then got right into working as a strength and conditioning coach. Fast forward 4 years in 2018, I was working for the NBA in China. I had gained a bunch of weight. I was strong, but I was constantly hurt. My progress and my training was inconsistent because I was always hurt. And anybody will tell you in this industry that the key to your success is consistency. And if we're hurt, we can't be consistent. So in that photo, I was probably 235, and we're probably looking at 25 to 30% body fat. Fast forward another 6 years and coming back to the United States, coming back to LA, getting myself into shape and then maintaining it. So that picture in 2023 is probably around 7 to 8% body fat, about 185, 190 pounds. And I've been able to maintain within that range pretty much since coming back from China and dropping those 30 to 40 pounds. So, what is athletic ascent? What are we going to focus on? I've got 3 pillars here: movement, mindset, and metabolism. So, again, movement is really where I'm passionate. I like the weight room. I like strength training. I like conditioning. We want to make sure that we get rid of those nagging aches and pains. We're going to train around them to start and try to get to the root cause of those so that we can fix them so that they don't come back. But we're not going to stop training because we have nagging aches and pains. My goal is to get you to be able to hike that mountain. Like I said, get on the basketball court, get on the volleyball court, get on the field, get on the track, whatever it might be, prepare you to do all of the things you want to do. And then from a mindset standpoint, I want to make sure that we can balance work, family, travel. I want to give you a plan that fits within your life. This is not a 75 hard where you do it for a certain amount of time to get to where you think you want to be. And then you stop doing it and you relapse and you end up right where you were before. I want to give you a plan that you can stick to for the rest of your life and continue to progress as your goals change or you become more and more fit. And then lastly, from a nutrition standpoint or metabolism standpoint, there's so much info out there from videos on YouTube or podcasts or Instagram posts. It's easier to feel more confused than ever or get some really, really bad advice, especially when it comes to nutrition. So I want to try to educate you on the foundations of nutrition, the stuff that we know, the things that are not going to change, and then teach you how to layer on top of that some of those higher level strategies once we've earned the right to do so. So who am I? This is a nice long list of coaching credentials here. I have all of the certifications listed, plus they're at the very bottom. I've been in the industry for 10 plus years. I've been working with people just like you for the last 5 years. And that's right around when I transitioned from working with athletes to working with general population individuals. One question I'm asked all the time is, Corbin, I'm looking to hire a personal trainer. How do I find a good personal trainer? And that top certification I have there, the Certified Strength and Conditioning Specialist, is the one that you really, really want to look for. Uh, but at the end of the day, these are all just pieces of paper. You don't need to know what all of these are about. Just know that I am constantly trying to continue my education so that I can better serve you. As I said, the three phases of the athletic ascent method are going to start with movement. We want to rebuild the strength without breaking down. So what this means is we want to train through a full range of motion that's pain-free. A lot of people coming to me, at least to start off with, have some type of nagging ache and pain. Their back hurts, their knee hurts. We want to get those joints to move through a full range of motion, pain-free. Full range of motion, pain-free might look different for me than it does for you, but we want to try to continue to improve on that. Range of motion is a use it or lose it thing. So we want to slowly start to gain our range of motion back, because as we get older and our quality of life starts to decrease, one of the ways we can really slow that progression or that decrease of our quality of life is by maintaining our range of motion that we have available. Therefore, we're going to prioritize mobility before stability, get the range, and then add the load. Another key component here is structural balance. What that means is that our pushers are as strong as our pullers, and we're as strong from the midline to the lateral line out as possible. So we want to make sure that we have a nice balanced program. And that's my job, is to give you, whether you're training 2, 3, 4 days a week, a program that's going to ensure structural balance. The programming is individualized, and it's going to be reflective of your movement capacity and the goals that you share with me. And then we want to have a rotating program that exercises and sets, reps, and tempos change just about every 4 weeks, so that we don't run into any overuse injuries, especially once we get rid of the pain that you may already be in. And then from a mindset standpoint, again, we want to make this training fit your life. So set weekly intentions or goals that are reachable for you, and then anchor that routine around your 2 to 4 workouts a week. We want to start with the lower friction habits, stuff like water, sleep, making sure we're chewing our food, making sure we're getting enough protein. And then that's our foundation. And we want to build up into some of those higher level strategies from there. But I can guarantee that if we can't get those foundational strategies right, then those higher level strategies are going to be harder to implement, and they're not going to matter as much. So that's where we want to start. And we want to find ways to make those habits sustainable for you and where you're at in life right now. We want to stop relying on motivation. And again, that comes to building consistency through systems. And that's my job, is how are we going to make this system fit in your life right now? And that is me altering the system and you not so much altering your life. But then we get to use check-ins with me as feedback loops and see if I did a good job of making that system fit within your life, or we make adjustments so that it's more sustainable and you can accomplish those weekly intentions that we set out to accomplish. And then from a nutrition standpoint, I'm going to teach you how to count macros. And we don't really need to count calories when we count macros. So the macros are the important things that we want to focus on, but we're also going to talk about hydration and fiber, what your plate should look like at every meal, and how to best use your nutrition to serve your training and vice versa. But we want to be proactive with our nutrition and not reactive. And we want to learn to not be so rigid. There are no bad foods out there. And we only need to be good, depending on what your goal and your timeline is, say 70 to 80% of the time. Most importantly, and what I'm most passionate about, is teaching you the why behind why we're all doing this. And that's going to make it a lot more sticky for you. And it's going to help with that motivation piece as well. And then once we achieve all of that, the cycle really continues. You're not done. This is a repeatable framework. So your goals are going to change as you get older. And I want to make sure that we have the systems in place that when your goals change, you know how to adapt this system to continue to serve you. So if you're ready to feel like a high performer again, go ahead and hit that link in my bio, and I will be reaching out shortly to set up a call to better understand how I can best serve you in order to get lean, athletic, energized, and in control again. One thing that I hate about this industry is not giving you the background on some of these programs and my offerings up front, and especially with pricing. So from here on out, we're going to go over what my offerings are. So my highest level offering is called Peak. And this is what you get. You get coaching. The onboarding call is going to be about 60 minutes. I'm going to teach you how to use the app. I'm going to explain the workouts. I'm going to explain how to plug your food into the app, what you're eating. I'm going to talk about supplements, all of this higher level stuff. And then every single week, you're going to jump on a 30-minute call with me. And we're going to set those weekly intentions. We're going to review the food that you ate. We're going to review how training went and make adjustments from there. And that's how we continue to progress. From a training standpoint, everything is custom. So it's a custom program. If you tell me you want to train 2 days, 3 days, or 4 days a week, these are your mobility restrictions. All of that is going to be custom to you, custom exercises, custom sets, reps, tempos to help you reach your goal as safely and effectively as possible. And then from a nutrition standpoint, we go over the calories, the macros, everything that you should be eating within the app. So I'm going to give you a food list that you can pull out, and it'll be right there on your app while you're at the grocery store. It's got custom macros, and that means that you're going to tell me how many days or how many times a day you want to eat. And I'm going to have the macros broken down there per meal for you. I'm going to give you sample meal plans that include dishes that you can eat at each one of those meals, as well as a customized supplement plan if supplements are something that you're interested in. You can see on the screen here that this is going to be the highest price point option. I have a minimum commitment here of 3 months because that's how long it takes to really create any physiological change within the body. Whether we're looking to gain weight, lose weight, get stronger, it's going to take us at least 3 months, and it's going to help. It's going to give me the time that I need to learn how to best serve you, and it's going to give you the time you need to understand how I expect you to train, how to use the app, and kind of work through all of the bumps that might come along in that first week or two. But this is no guessing. We're ready to start progressing here. Weekly coaching, tailored training, and nutrition. This is going to get you from where you are now to your goal in the fastest way possible. This is for you if you're tired of following cookie cutter programs, or you've never done something like count macros or focus on nutrition or trained with a structured program at the gym before. That's exactly who this program is for. Versus Trailhead is going to be just a base standard 2, 3, or 4 day a week strength training program. So I would still have that 60-minute kickoff call to show you how to use the app, talk about the program, all of that stuff. That program will get updated monthly, so it will change. The exercises, sets, reps, and tempos will change every single month. There's always going to be demo videos for every single exercise that I program in there. The app that I use will show and track your progress from the exercises that we're tracking. There's messaging within the app. You always have access to me, and I'll give you feedback in about 24 hours. Everything is delivered through AeroFit, which is the app that I keep referencing. And you can use the other features of the app as well, such as habit tracking and nutrition and all of that stuff. It's just not going to be one-on-one with me within the app. So this is going to be the lowest price point option. But again, I require a 3-month commitment here because that's how long it takes to really start to see results. And it gives us time to work through any kinks as you learn how to work with me and I learn how to work with you. But this is going to be a structured program, somebody who already likes going to the gym and they don't need the check-ins, they don't need the motivation. They have a good, solid foundation in strength training. They don't want nutrition. They just want to show up to the gym and be told what to do and not have to think about it on their own. So that's it as far as my two options for strength training. I do also do one-on-one nutrition coaching as well. That option is called Fuel. And if you hit that link in the bio and fill out the information, then I will be reaching out shortly and we can talk about nutrition coaching if that's something that you're interested in as well. We can always pair Trailhead and Fuel together as well if that peak price point's just a little bit too high, but you're interested in both training and nutrition. Again, thank you for your time. I really, really appreciate it. Fill out that link in the bio and I'll be in touch.